I know. So there's that. That's it. I think that's all that we see there.
Just the bottom screen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure you can.
Let's see.
There we go.
Okay.
There we are.
You're
so smart.
There we go.
Okay. We are just going to give a few minutes for everyone to sign in here. Oh, how do I?
Okay, let's see.
There we are. Okay. Okay.
All right, let me do mine too.
We're starting our watch parties on Facebook too, but just so everyone knows, if you're watching through someone else's page and you have questions, we can't see them unless you're on our Facebook. So if you have a question, then make sure you.
I'm gonna leave it over here, and I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ask someone to ask that question for you, or sign up on our Facebook so we can see what you're writing. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. We're gonna talk a little bit about angels in general, and we're gonna talk about our own personal experiences with angels. And what was that?
Your dad's on here.
On
On your
this
watch
one?
party. On your watch party, yeah.
I think that is the natural healing. No?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
This is
okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
That's here too.
Okay. Melissa and I are going to share our own personal experiences with angels. But what I encourage everyone to do is the same with crystals. You're going to feel your own experience once you start connecting with your angels and your guides and your higher self. Hi, Lisa. And so what we say is not the word. It is just our personal journey, our personal experience. But even when I've worked with people and I've seen Archangel Michael get involved into a session, his message is not always the same. And at first that threw me off because I'm like, I thought you were the angel of protection. And this person wasn't going through any type of anxiety or feeling alone or not supported. They were just wanting to experience wisdom, truth, higher knowledge. And Archangel Michael was the one that appeared. And so I've realized that these angels, though there's specific things that they are known for, there are also there's more than that. And so I never want you to feel that you had the presence of an angel come to you and then you look up the meaning of that angel and it's like, oh, it must have not have been them because that doesn't seem to line up with what I was feeling. So trust yourself, trust your feeling, know that all of these angels are here for you, and use your own experience and just keep asking questions and getting your affirmation. You'll eventually find that information on the internet if you put in all the right keywords to help you make sense of how that works for you. So we're hoping that, especially from two different points of view here, that you can see how to use these angels and how to accept the love that they are trying to give right now. So another thing that I wanted to say was, a lot of times, I remember Monica said that one of her daughters could hear the angels. Yeah. So angels have a vibration, a frequency, And people who are really in tune can hear them. Some people will say like a ringing in their ears, and it comes like just at certain times. Like you ask a question and then you hear a ring or a tone. Some people might not hear the ringing or tone because since I do Chinese medicine, I know sometimes the ringing in the ears might indicate also adrenal insufficiency or fear. And so, but it's like, I always say this about Melissa, but she's singing all the time at the shop. Like all of a sudden, she'll just start singing some song out of her head, and or some people will hum. Just all of a sudden, like, and it's like it's some vibration is coming through, and you're hearing that, and all of a sudden you're repeating it. So you might hum a tune, you might get a song in your head and just start singing it all of a sudden. And it's really messages from your angels that are saying, like, I heard the question that you asked, and here I am responding to you. Do you want to hear the message? The number 4. So with numerology, the number 4 always reminds me of angels. So when I see 4, 4, 4, 4, I'm always like, your angels are here. And when we did the tarot cards, one of the things was is the number 4 usually comes up in a time when we are challenged or feeling alone. And so, of course, your angels are going to be right there in those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this right now? And that's when I see the angels say, don't worry, we're right here. So you might see the number 4. You might get a song come into your head. Whatever it is, they're going to make their presence known. I've heard before that people say that you can only receive messages from your angels if you invite them in, ask them in. And that's like vampires. and they can only come in your house if you invite them in. And I don't think that's true. I actually think what's true is that you have to get to that point where you're willing to accept help, because otherwise we're just closed off. It reminds me of children, like, I want to do it my way, mom, I want to do it my way, I want it, and we're like, okay, but I know it'd be easier if you did it like this. And so we stand aside and we let them try it their way. And then when they get frustrated and crying, then we're like, here's how you do it. But it's like the angels are waiting for us to allow them to be heard, allow the message to be received. And so it's, of course, as soon as we ask the question, are you there? Can you help me? Now that we did that, now we're open to receive the message. And that's not just with angels, that's with everything. Friendships, family members. Like, we want to do it all ourselves until we get to that point where we're like, I can't do this on my own. Let me ask for a little advice here. Hi, Deanna. Thanks for watching.
And Kathleen asked, we are going to be doing the tarot cards again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So hopefully Monday. I want to keep that on Monday. So I know, yeah. I've got Pat on Zoom and she's muted, but sorry, you're cracking me up. But yes, we're gonna do a little bit more with the tarot cards. I'm going to try to record the journey of the Fool and get that put on YouTube so that everyone can have that as some background. And then on Monday, I want to play with the tarot cards with everyone. It'll be a Zoom class. And so we'll get the information out there, but we'll be able to play with the tarot cards a little bit more, dive in a little bit more deeper into the meanings, and trying to use our intuition to receive messages from our cards. Do you want to say anything about the angels before we get started in here?
Just with receiving messages, I think it can come in a number of ways. I've seen the number 4. I know that connects me with my angels. Sometimes if I'm really drawn to angelite, I know I need to call out to them. I know that they're with me. Also, even things that you hear. There was one time, and I've told you this story. There was one time I was in the city and I was outside and we were out and I was just by myself outside. And I remember I was feeling like, maybe I should go back inside and find my friends. And somebody came out there and talked to me and they were like, "Oh, hi, my name is Michael." And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm okay. I don't have to worry about anything. Archangel Michael was bringing me a person. As soon as that person said their name, they were gone. I didn't see them the rest of the night. And it was a message for me. And it was um, just to be able to slow down and hear when the angels are coming in. Now, when I hear them coming in, I know it's left side ringing in my ear, but I had to I made it an intention to know that if it was coming in my left ear, it was angelic or higher self or of that realm. So I think playing with that, getting familiar with how you interpret and receive messages, that's where you're going to find you make the most headway with receiving their messages.
Hi, Tiara. Thanks for sharing your angel light too right now. And yeah, and I think there's a lot of angels here on earth, and we are motivated to do some things to be angels here on earth for other people. And we probably don't even know those moments where we have been an angel to someone else who needs it. And that's another way that the angels work through us and with us as well. All right, so so the first angel I'm going to talk about is not one of the archangels, but a huge angel in my heart and someone who has been extremely influential in the last couple months, and that's Mary Magdalene. And I asked last night to have dreams to know what to talk about today, and the dream led me to my mom. When I did a class with my mom and Pamela Arwine, she was like, a lot of people have these past life experiences where they share like the life of like someone famous. And she's like, Betty, you really were Mary Magdalene. And so I had this dream of these four angels and my mom, and I know that she represented to me Mary Magdalene. And so I wanted to bring her in because I've been feeling her energy so much with when 2020 was even coming up, and we haven't even gone back to those videos, but I know like a lot of like what we said was that 2020 was going to bring us into relationships, but the most important relationship it was going to bring us into was a relationship with ourself, an understanding of ourself. And that is why we have our Know Thyself class coming up, which is going to be on Zoom on Saturday. But that was something that was just going to be so huge for us for 2020, was to help people to understand through their life experiences who they have known themselves to become, who they have remembered through all of the things that have happened in their life that they thought were trials, tribulations, challenges, and then to see throughout it all the heroes of who they have really become. And so we've put together these Know Thyself courses to help people really understand and find themselves through their life's journey. And so Mary Magdalene is one who came to me as one of compassion and understanding of these challenges that we're going through, helping people to love themselves, have unconditional love for themselves, to help you see who you are, and then pick up from there and help reach all those people who have ever gone through everything that you have gone through. And then you can speak to them from a place of such love and compassion because you have an understanding of that, and you came through that, and now you have something to teach them. So the two crystals that I felt with her were pink tourmaline, tourmaline, um, pink tourmaline. Okay, and pink tourmaline rids the emotional body of destructive feelings, so old wounds. So all of those places where we thought we're not good enough, just where we keep creating that same experience over and over again because we've just like accepted that to be the truth about things. And so pink tourmaline is going to help you. Why do I keep calling it that? Tourmaline. It's going to help you, old habits. It's going to help you to clear that, grow from that, learn from that, have compassion for yourself, and say, it's okay that you keep saying that word wrong. I know what you mean. Everyone makes mistakes, and because of that, you can help everyone else who ever feels like that as well. Let me just see. Pink tourmaline releases guilt, worry, depression, and anxieties. It guides those emotions into self-love. And I think that's another huge message of Mary Magdalene is to love yourself, be so proud of yourself for what you have gone through and what that has taught you and how that has taught you how to love the world. Second crystal with her, for me, is moonstone. And moonstone, and again, all of these crystals have so many different meanings. These are the ones that popped out to me today. And so you might have your own meanings for these crystals, and that is your meaning and that is your truth. And stick with that and grow with that. I'm just giving some other ways to see these crystals and how they resonate with me. Moonstone, inner growth, strength, new beginnings. Soothes emotional stress, is used for calming, enhances intuition, and promotes inspiration. So whenever I hear the word inspiration, I always think of breath and breathing. And so as we breathe, we take in inspiration, which means we're taking in spirit. So we're taking in messages from our higher self, from our angels. And so we're allowing that information to come into our body and give that information in a way that we need to receive it.
Your mom said both of you have been my angels.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
With that, I like the higher heart crystals with Mary Magdalene. I think rose quartz is a great one with that too. Mary Magdalene reminds me of mother energy. Even the mango calcite is a great one that just looks white, but it's actually pink. And then the rhodochrosite, which I don't know a whole bunch about this one.
This is one of Pat's favorites.
Yeah, actually. I love it. I've been playing with that a lot. It reminds me of that higher heart. It reminds me of rhodonite, which is that scar tissue, healing old wounds, healing old patterns from the heart. And I like those. Even now that I'm looking at them, this is called, I'm probably going to butcher it, Grossurlite. It's green garnet, and garnet to me is like primordial fire, and the green aspect of it brings it into the heart. And I think that's
together.
Yeah, right.
So I just want to, because what I really love to do is to get it like a combination of crystals together, and then go ahead and just like hold those and see like what that combination feels like to you too. Those all look so beautiful together.
Yeah, those are the last couple that I picked too, which is funny.
I know Pat, the rhodonite, she sent me an article that people were actually putting like that crystal, like taping it onto a bruise, and wherever they taped it onto healed. And so the rhodonite is used to heal deep wounds within the body, physically and spiritually and emotionally.
Love that.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about 4 angels that are connected to the 4 elements and the 4 directions. And Melissa's going to help me with the elemental aspect of it. And so I'll just start with Raphael first. So Raphael is connected to and this is the way that I see it. So I see angels all around us. And here it'll talk about north, south, east, west. But what I feel like is we have an angel to each side of us, in front of us, and behind us. And then we also have Metatron on top and Sandalphon below. And of course, we have all of our other angels around us as well. But these are like the ones that are always to your disposal, always with everyone. And then we also have like our personal arsenal. So whatever frequency, vibration that an angel is aligned with, if they are our personal angel, your vibration frequency also resonates in that same way. So whatever gift it is that they give to you, it's because you give that to the world. And so we have a specific angel that's always with us to fill us up so that we never run out of that love that we need to give out to the world. Our life experience will make us feel like we've been drained from that, depleted from that. People have taken that away from us. But the truth is the minute someone calls up and says that they need it, like we give it in a second. So whatever that is that you can give in a second without even thinking about it, that's your vibration frequency too. And you have an angel that fills you up with that, and that represents that same energy as well. So Raphael, he's connected to the air element. You want to talk a little bit about air?
Yes. Air is, I have notes here, communication, spirit, and perception. So with perception and air, when I was thinking about this earlier, I thought it was really interesting. I read something that said, just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And I love that with Raphael. Just because you don't know he's doing his job doesn't mean he's not helping you in a bunch of different ways. But with air, I think about wind. Messages travel through wind. With the wind, the seeds are planted, seeds are carried. If you think about the dandelions, when they're dandelions, I think they go dandelions first and then they turn into the wishes. I don't know what those are called.
Oh.
And I think they die and they become wishes. But I always imagined that, as a kid, you hold a dandelion and it's got all the little things that you blow off of it and you make a wish. That's air. You send your thoughts, you send your wishes, you send your desires, your dreams into the air, and the air sends the message to the earth to make that come true. And that is true communication. When you're speaking and you're sending your wishes, you're coming from heart, sending it out into the world, allowing the world to take it and help you there. And it's the same with the angels. They're there receiving those messages and putting them wherever they need to go.
I love that. And that connects me a lot to Ariel too. So I can't separate Raphael from Ariel.
Right.
I joke around a lot that I see them as like boyfriend and girlfriend angels, but really angels have like no one true sex. They can be represented both as masculine and feminine, whatever energy you need them to be in that moment. But I do see Raphael as the masculine and Ariel as the feminine. And Ariel has a lot to do with nature and the animals and the fairies. And as you said that, like I could picture her as well. I'm just going to really quick throw in my crystals for her. But I see her with rose quartz that Melissa showed already, and then opalite.
Beautiful.
And opalite, this is another one of those, like how we love labradorite, where if you move it around a little, you can see like the rainbow, all these different iridescent colors in there. And that reminds me a lot of nature and being able to like catch a rainbow outside, how magical that seems to be able to see that. And that reminds me of Archangel Ariel. And then the green kyanite connects me to both Ariel and Raphael, which is realizing that there is so much healing in the earth. And so, like right now, even with boosting up the immune system, it's like, don't you think for 1 second that the earth doesn't have what you need? Food, um, nutrients. Like if you eat from the earth properly, your body will have what it needs to be strong and to heal. And these two angels are really great for healing both the physical body and the earth. And in healing the earth, we are able to take that healing from the earth and put it back into our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Raphael, I also had Chalcedony. How do you say it?
The correct way to say it, according to the dictionary, not mine and Melissa's, is Chalcedony.
Chalcedony. I picked that one. Raphael, I always imagined like a green energy with Raphael. Even Ariel too, it's like that green pink. So that heart and higher heart, I always imagine them. But with Chalcedony, Chalcedony, it's a calming
Denny.
crystal. Yeah.
Chalcedony.
Okay. Okay, Google. It's a calming crystal, so it calms you to be able to receive the message, receive the healing, receive whatever it is that you're looking for from either one of these angels. And it's a blue crystal, so it does align with the air element, the wind element. So you can, and I always even think about like whispers to the wind. That's like I listen to wind messages, I do all that kind of stuff, but I always think about wishes with the wind. And I think this is a great crystal to calm all the outside like tones to hear the message of your heart. So that's why I picked that one with them.
I love that. And I'm going to talk about that one again with another angel. And then Malachite was one more that I picked with. That one too. And hello, Silver Fox. And hello, Skip. But Malachite is another one that I connect with Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is usually the one that we'll pick when we are asking for healing of someone we love. So someone is sick, someone's in the hospital, someone's going through something, then we call on Archangel Raphael. And this is a lot of an angel that we call on to help remove whatever stuff that they are going through. And within that crystal, if you'll see in the screen, there's like a lot of the dark colors too. And that's used to help get rid of the negativity or the pollutants and to help restore the body back to its original state.
Right.
Do we all have these angels? You better believe it, and then some. So we're just touching on some, but there are so many. And if you really just meditate and ask, like, who is my angel? You'll receive crazy messages.
And on that too, these are just archangels. There are angels that we don't know the names to. Monica sent us, if anybody read our Facebook and our constant contact, Monica sent us a beautiful article about an angel she was working with called Amber. And that's just someone that's an angel energy that she just tuned into, put a name to, felt a vibration with, and worked with from there. So we can do that too. We have the internet, so we have more concrete like evidence of these facts, but we can still play with our own angels that you might not find online.
Yeah. And even children who say they have like a friend, imaginary friend, that could also be an angel as well. And loved ones in heaven, there's specific people in heaven who knew they were always going to be with you to help you on your journey, and they are your guardian angels as well. And so, and you might receive signs, whether it be a food they always loved or a song they liked.
Smell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That you just kind of know that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
And so besides these archangels that you can Google and find a lot of information about, there are your own personal angels as well. Hi, Lynn. I know Lynn loves her angels
Mm-hmm.
too. Okay. All right. And if anyone has any questions or any comments or any stories they'd like us to share, please go ahead and throw those in too.
My mom says pink and green are her favorite color combinations.
And thank you for saying that too, because those are both the colors of the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got green, which is associated with the heart chakra, and then the higher heart is pink, and that's connected to thymus, which is our immune system, physically in the body, but emotionally in the body. So a lot of times this green is like the love that I give out to the world. This pink is the love that I accept for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times things with like autoimmune conditions or weaker immune systems is this, you might be really good at giving love out to the world, but you might not be so good at accepting it back in and allowing that same energy for yourself. And this is like breathing in and out, balanced. You know, whatever you give out, make sure that you are receiving that back in as well, and vice versa. Okay. So we're going to go to Gabriel, water element.
The water element, water to me is emotions, it's purification. I always think about ebb and flow with water. I think about tide. I think about how the tide is connected to the moon. And with each cycle, there is higher intensities and lower intensities. Water cleanses. You know, we shower, we use water to cleanse our bodies. And then I thought about too how water has memory. With all of that, the emotions, the purification, the ebb and flow, there's all this memory in it. And that's even a whole nother that's a whole nother thing.
A whole nother Facebook Live.
Right. But it's also connected to intuition too. So you can use your own insights to see where you have, and even with the moon connected to water, there's the illumination aspect. So illumination with the moon means shining light to the shadow parts. I always connect moon to water. It's all of that together in that.
And that's one of my favorite stories of Archangel Gabriel. And I tell this story a lot, but about that information and memory that we have. You know, a lot of times when we like get a good idea or we read something and it's like, oh, that was good. And then there's almost this feeling of familiarity. Like, wait, I think I read that before, or I knew that somewhere. I was taught that by someone. Because whenever we get something that resonates with us, it wakens us up. It reminds us like, oh, wait, I did hear that before. I know that. And so my story of Archangel Gabriel is, they say that Archangel Gabriel is with every baby in the womb. And in the womb, he goes over with you and he tells you, you know, okay, this is going to happen. This is your life experience, blah, 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 blah. And right before you're about to be born, he shushes you and he locks in all those secrets. And that's the reason for that little indent between your mouth and nose there. But Archangel Gabriel is one of the angels that I feel like he's Doctor Strange. Has this like ability to like manipulate, like you can ask him a question like, Archangel Gabriel, why blah, 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 blah. And then he like goes back to like a past life, another dimension, your future, like whatever. He like will run anywhere like really quick to go ahead and bring that information to you. And so I connect him a lot with copper because copper has that conductivity to help relay the information very quickly. But I get very energized when I start working with Gabriel. So even if I am really tired, but I start invoking Archangel Gabriel, it's like the internet's like going, like, and it's like downloading all this information, and it energizes me. And so one of the questions was, how do we know what crystals we need? Ask, just feel it. Like, feel, what does that angel feel like to you? And then think of the crystal that comes to mind, or think of the color that comes to mind. And then look up crystals that are that color and see which one ever pops out to you. And hopefully, a lot of times, the meaning from the crystal can help you to better understand how your angel is trying to help you here on earth. That's why I'm trying to incorporate the angels with the crystals right now. So, since I didn't have any copper, I did grab pyrite.
Oh,
or I thought I did. I think you got pyrite, don't you?
Oh, I almost brought pyrite.
But I thought I did.
I have it in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Thanks for not taking it out. But pyrite is...
It's a little guy.
It's okay. All right. So it looks a little bit like copper. It's connected to sacred geometry, which is all of these secrets, answers within, secret society. And so it helps you to learn how to really dig deep to find that information that's like hidden in there to show itself to you. And thanks, Marnie. Yeah, right? I know a lot of people haven't watched Doctor Strange and have no idea what I'm talking about, so thank you. That's Archangel Gabriel. Okay. Anything else about Gabriel, honey?
I like aquamarine with him. I don't know why I picked this earlier. Aquamarine, I always think about the sea. Sailors at sea, mermaids, this like infinite unknown energy. That's what I think about with aquamarine.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. And same thing. So, and these are just like things that we're feeling right now, but please put your angels to your own crystals so that when you hold them, that's what it represents to you, that it will have so much more meaning when you make these connections yourself.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay, Michael is probably one of the best known angels, and so connected fire. You want to talk a little bit about fire first?
So fire is purifying. It's passion, will, determination, renewal, and life force. Whenever I think about fire, I think about life. Without fire, there's the stories of the gods. Was that Zeus? Who took lightning to make fires?
No, I think it was Prometheus.
It was Prometheus. Prometheus took lightning from Zeus to the humans so that they could have fire, so that they could have life. And that's always where I go with fire and that transformation energy.
Mm-hmm. And I the thing I think about Michael the most, and yes, Marnie, you do have powers. I know them. And a lot of times I see people who have anxiety that have Michael as one of their strong angels. And one of the things that I try to explain to people is, because you have experienced anxiety and fear is the reason why you have decided to be a protector of those that you love. That is Archangel Michael. And so a lot of times people feel that their anxiety is their weakness, but it is actually the thing that has allowed them to become the superhero, the angel that is needed in this world. So everyone who has a career where they run in towards the fire to save people, who run into a hospital with sick people, those people have Archangel Michael energy. Those are the ones that say, I am going to be there for you because I know you're afraid and I want to help you. I want to get you. But they wouldn't even feel that so strongly if they have never ever been in a position in their life where they felt scared or alone. And so now, because of that, they know that the best way to tell the world I love you is to say, you're not alone. I'm there with you. I'm going to come get you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to be there for you. And so I hope if anyone gets anything out of this is if you have anxiety, you're a protector and you have Archangel Michael, and you are Archangel Michael for many people in your life.
Some crystals I like with Michael. I like this red jasper. Red jasper always just has that fire energy for me. This is a great grounding crystal too. And I like citrine. I like citrine because it tells you got this, because it tells you, if you feel my energy, you are Michael. And it's a confidence booster too. It's for will.
I know Lynn's angel is Michael. I know, Lynn, you have that energy in you too. Yeah. Okay. So now we are, and if anyone has any questions, please remember to keep asking. We're going to just keep skipping, but if you want to put in any information extra that you'd like us to relay to everyone, just let us know.
Oh, and tourmaline too. I forgot that one. Tourmaline. I like that with Michael too. I just picked this today. I didn't know why. But I like that. I like that with Michael. It's that grounding. And tourmaline, I always relate to like magic too. And he helps you see that.
And I like that like really clears like a lot of that fear, like right out. It just just clears it.
And red tigers, I picked that one. And that guy wanted to come in.
Yeah, actually, thank you. I actually I meant to. I like red tiger's eye with amethyst together. Yes. When I was making the Archangel bracelets, that was one of my huge ones for Archangel Michael, was red tiger's eye with amethyst. Another one too is the lapis lazuli. I almost forgot. Yeah. But this is for people who are seeking wisdom. This is another attribute that I connect with Archangel Michael. There's like little gold specks in the lapis lazuli to remind us of like higher learning and going above whatever we're seeing from this situation. And so sometimes I connect Archangel Michael to people who are trying to look above this situation, see it from a higher perspective, see it in the highest good possible. And I see Archangel Michael connected to that as well.
And with that, when I was taking my notes about all the angels, I wrote Michael, fire, and then light a candle. And my mom has this practice of anytime she's praying for someone, she lights a white candle or any kind of candle she has. And that invokes Michael energy. It invokes that protection, that element, that energy of, I am there for you.
And Lynn asked about the kyanite. So the blue kyanite is something too that I would connect with Archangel Michael. Again, this one like needs no clearing and can balance all the chakras. It's such amazing crystal. I personally, along with selenite, connect this to Metatron. But I would definitely connect this to Archangel Michael. And again, this is personal use. You look up the meaning of the crystal, you see how that resonates to your idea of the archangel that you're working with. And so now I'm thinking, and I asked my sisters one day, I said, what would be like your idea, like you and mom go out and do something. What would be like your perfect day with mom? And my youngest sister says, shoes and nails at Oak Brook, duh. And I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, right? And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, we do that with mom. But that wouldn't be like my like ideal like day with mom. Like mine would be Cooper's Hawk, wine, good food, conversation. And that would be like so she's both of our mom and my other sister. I already know what it is, but I'm not going to say so. But the thing is she's all of our mom, but we have this different connection with her. There is something that I see in her and that I need from her. And same with our angels. And so there's going to be all of these qualities, but there's going to be one that you like are really drawn to. And that's what they're there for you.
Kathleen asked, what's the last crystal for Michael? That was blue kyanite.
That's a beautiful one.
I love this one so much.
Yeah, that one you can do a chakra meditation and just balance and align all of your chakras, clear everything, align everything. It's a very powerful, beautiful crystal.
I recommend this one, the blue kyanite and the angelite. They both will bring you whoever you need. So if you don't know, you can start with any of the crystals and just ask, or you can start with these two blue ones and just kind of see where you go from there. See who comes in.
So would your spirit animal relate to your angel? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a great question
Joyce
too.
said hi on here too.
Because some people are more connected to the earthly realm and are going to see their spirit guides in animals. And you'll see that there is an angel that's connected to that animal as well. So whatever that animal represents, wisdom, strength, that basically is your angel. Are there angel cards? So many different angel cards, angel messages, even angel tarot cards. Lynn has a great deck for her angel tarot cards. And you can always just use your angel card deck to shuffle. You can talk about someone while I'll go grab the deck and to show that. Sodalite, another one, great for Michael, for Gabriel. Sodalite's going to be connected to the throat chakra for you to speak your truth.
They're just you just want the purple
the angel ones? I'm not sure where those ones are. But yes. And again, like all of these, whatever you're drawn to and you're connecting to your angels, like, yes, thank you. Great. Good. Share with people those messages that you receive. But it really, again, it's what is meaningful to you. Okay. Uriel. Uriel is connected to the earth element.
Okay.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
So earth element.
Okay, Dad, I'm going to pick an angel card for you while she's doing that.
Oh, good. Earth reminds me of fertility. It reminds me of nurturing, like that Mother Earth energy. It's feminine, it's grounding, it's our foundation. It's where we meet our higher self, our spiritual practices with a physical reality, of physical things.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That was it. Earth to me is heart energy. It's our how I feel here. That I always connect earth and heart together.
Okay, so first, so I have this angel deck, and the first one for you, Dad, was ask. And so are there angel cards? But what I'm going to say is for you, you need to ask who your angel is, because you won't believe me anyway if I tell you. You'll only believe if the information comes from you, because I'm just like you, I should say. And then I picked one also for the silver fox out there. And yours is steady progress. And I'm going to look that up. But do you have any crystals for Uriel?
Uriel? I do. And it's the book.
Okay.
That's funny. Uriel, I brought out carnelian. Carnelian to me is creation. So Uriel is that earth air energy. Um, and I always imagined Uriel as something pink too, which is that's that higher heart again. That's that rose quartz. But the carnelian I picked because carnelian to me is motivation. It is where we create from. It's our sacral chakra. It is that fertility, that nurturing, that relationship part of us. And I feel like the earth and Uriel together can deliver that message.
I also picked carnelian for Uriel. And what I loved about that was it stimulates action. So
Right.
Uriel, I always see as like holding a light, lighting the way, like this way, this way, this way. So it's like when we're like lost and we don't know which way to go, Archangel Uriel is like, all we got to do is just keep following the light, keep following the light. Like everything, it's like that, the easiest door to go through. Like it, Archangel Uriel is helping to show you which way to go. The other crystal that I picked was lepidolite.
Pretty.
Because I just saw this like beautiful purple energy as well. Lepidolite, release and reorganization of old behavior, psychological patterns, gently inducing change, sense of awareness, greater sense of who we are. Focus your energy on something new.
What do you think about Unakite? I don't know why I like this one. This one always reminds me of humanity, loving humanity. And I don't know why, but with Uriel, as you're talking about it, I feel this one. And I don't know a whole bunch about this crystal, actually. But you had something good with it.
Well, I feel like that's totally Ariel and Raphael, just for me. Like those two colors together,
the
pink and green. But Uriel is helping you to find your heart's desire. And so that's why I think that one's coming up with this right now. Like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with your crystals. You don't, it's just whatever the message is in that moment. And so again, all of these angels are going to represent different things. And sometimes when you incorporate the crystals with it, you'll still call on that angel for it.
It's a earth crystal. That's what I'm looking. It's a nurturing crystal. So that's why I'm connecting it with Uriel, with that earth energy.
So Silver Fox, I picked a card for you too. Your card was, well, first, Dad, yours was ask. Okay, and I'll get into that one a little bit more in a second. Steady progress was for Silver Fox. Okay, and this one, you drew this card as reassurance that you're making steady progress. You sometimes harshly compare yourself to others and feel that you should be farther ahead on your path by now. Yet look at how far you've come, how many lessons you've learned, and how many people you've helped. Focus on your progress instead of expecting perfection from yourself. Each day, take at least one small action step concerning a project that you're passionate about. Are you kidding me? Like, this is for real. I wish I could just share Silver Fox's whole story right now, so that everyone would know that if you ask, they will answer. I promise. So that reminds me of Sophia. She always says that. I promise. Okay, ask. This card serves as a reminder to ask for your angels for help more often. The angels can help with any and all areas of your life, including bringing you ideas, courage, faith, confidence, and clarity. They can also help with material needs such as money, time, health, and vitality. And that was a straight on message too. I remember my dad would say, you know, he was always taught it was bad to pray for yourself, that you should only pray for others. So that it was good, you were good if you prayed for others, but you were bad if you prayed for yourself. And with this card, it's like, no, why can't you ask? And why can't you ask for anything it is that you need? Like, God never sent you here and said, good luck. Like, a part of it was, like, have fun. Don't forget, I'm right here. If you need anything, just ask, and I think we forget that a lot, but our angels are here to remind us, like, that's all that you have to do. I'm thinking Michael. I just remembered that was my confirmation name, but I'm claiming all of them. Yes, please. Okay. That one is currently the new favorite in our house, thanks to Lila. Who is that, Marnie? Who's the favorite of Lila's? I want to know who that is. Okay.
The deck we're using, Kathleen, is Daily Guidance from Your Angels, Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue.
And these are old cards. So Doreen Virtue doesn't really do these types of cards anymore. I think she's a New Religion right now, but all her card, everything, every card deck she ever made is beautiful, wonderful. When she was in this, she was in it, and wherever her life has gone now, it's okay. But her decks are still amazing. I love them.
Okay. For Marnie.
And who was that who asked?
That was Kathleen. And then Marnie said, this guy, Marnie? That pink and green
Unakite.
one?
All right, I'm going to try to pick a card for Kathleen here too. All right, so now I want you to talk about Sandalphon. Sandalphon actually came to me through Melissa, through a session that we had together. I never knew too much about Sandalphon until he appeared in one of her sessions.
So Sandalphon,
I get it. But
he connects heaven and earth. So he delivers our messages from earth to heaven, and he helps us realize that heaven is here on earth. They say he is the archangel of musicians. I always connect him to sandalwood. I don't know if it's just because of their names, but that energy reminds me of like grounding energy. It reminds me of labradorite energy, that perception. I like with it, there are a couple different. So I'm going to start with this one. Veronica and I had picked our crystals for each angel, and we were talking about it before class started. And then we started talking about the stromatolite again, and we've been talking about it for like a couple weeks now, this crystal. And if you look back, you'll see us talking about it in the beginning. And what it basically says is the story that you have with Neverland. It's all happened before, and it all happened again, this time in a place called London. And that's what stromatolite says. And with Sandalphon, with the musicians, it's saying, I think there's 7, and don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Yeah, 7.
7 or 8.
7.
Different notes, but that's it. And there are countless songs that we have heard. Even though there are no new notes, there are new combinations. There are new ways to understand. And that's what Sandalphon is saying. Sandalphon is saying, take what you dream and make it so, make it a reality. Some crystals I like with him, I'm not going to say the ones that you have. I know the ones you have. Fairy crosses. This is called chiastolite. It's a type of fairy cross. This is one of my favorite crystals. It's a beautiful, grounding heart energy crystal. And I really think that's what he says. He says, take what's here because that's heaven and bring it into your physical reality. And this crystal really helps with that. And then you go ahead with yours because I had one that lined up with that.
So I'm not going to talk too much about them, but I have for Sandalphon turquoise and smoky quartz.
Oh, I got that guy right.
Okay. And so those, because that was her angel, I made her a crystal bracelet. And I just asked her, I'm like, what were those 2 crystals I put in your bracelet? So a lot of times when I'm working with the angels, I just start putting crystals together. And so you can look into the meaning of those. I'm going to read Kathy's. Kathy's was acceptance. Okay, you receive this card to help your relationship with yourself and others. The next time you're tempted to judge yourself or someone else harshly, pray for their health and happiness instead. This more positive route helps build self esteem, harmony, and heals relationships. And so I'm going to jump right now to Archangel Haniel. So, Archangel Haniel, a lot of times, like when I see things like this come up with acceptance, is people who are working from heart chakra. To me, these are a lot of our earth angels. And a lot of our earth angels are looking at earth and being like, what is wrong with all of you? Why are you doing this? Why aren't you being nice? Why aren't you being kind? And so I see like a lot of this hurt feeling in the heart, but then there's also a lot of judgment of self. And so, of course, whatever we judge in ourselves, we're going to judge this in other people. So, if I believe that working hard is a great thing, like I've been here since 9 a.m., and I don't care how long this goes, hopefully, we're going to wrap this up quick, but it's like constantly working. I think that's a great virtue, a hard worker, good girl. You'll deserve things because you work so hard and you're so exhausted and tired. And so if I ever hear someone say like, "Oh, I took a me day today," I'm like, "What? What's a me day? What does that mean?" Like lazy. And I that'll be my first thing because that is how I judge myself. I will call myself lazy if I stay in bed too long. And it's not fair. And it's really how I have to learn how to love and accept and have compassion for myself. But a lot of heart workers experience a lot of pressure in this area. And so if we learn to have more compassion for self, and this is where Archangel Haniel comes into me, is to love and accept yourself. Do not judge yourself. No, you are doing the best with everything that you have. You are so important. You are so good. You're an angel here on earth. Like whatever it is that I need to like keep telling you, Archangel Haniel was one of the angels that just comes up so much right now for people who are feeling trapped in their heart energy right now. And the two crystals I like for that right now are the pink opal and the chalcedony, which we call chalcedony.
We do.
But say how you want.
I have two as well. I have the pink tourmaline. This one actually even looks like a heart, which I think is really cool. And then jade too. Jade is a beautiful, calming heart chakra energy.
And with that acceptance card, the message there was see yourself like God sees you. See yourself like the angels see you. No judgment, only love. So proud. So happy that you are here to give your love to the world. Okay, Gracie asked me to give a card. Time to go. Thanks, Grace. Time to go. I think that means it's time for us to go. Let's see. Time to go, Grace. The angels bring you this card to help you admit to yourself that it's time to leave. You already know the situation they're referring to. You've hesitated leaving because of loyalties and fears, yet the angels assure you that it's the best way. Work very closely with your angels during this transition to ensure its harmony for everyone concerned. Surrender any guilt or other negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. And I think I know, Grace, that you had that other Sun tarot card, and I think that has to do, you never even told me what that was, but I'm thinking it has something to do with that too. So we'll talk about that when I get home. Okay. Sandalphon reminds me of Puck from Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night Dream. See yourself through a child's eyes. Beautiful.
That is so beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. And Sandalphon is He reminds me of like I've a lot of like Jesus energy too, which we've been picking up a lot. Like I've walked this earth. I've done this path. I can help you because I get it. I haven't been watching from afar. I've actually experienced with you what you have experienced, and so I can help you with that.
I love that.
Metatron, Metatron. He's my favorite. Metatron writes down everyone's story because everyone's story is beautiful and important, and we can seek knowledge from everyone's experiences. And so the crystals that I love for Sandalphon for me are the blue kyanite and the selenite. Okay.
Kathleen says, thank you. She has to go with time for Saturday. We're doing 2:00 for the Know Thyself. And then Monday, we'll come out on Monday. We'll post something tomorrow about Monday's tarot card class.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure out a time and all that. But back to Metatron, I like clear quartz with him. Just because something you said about Metatron is if you don't know who to call on Metatron, and that is clear quartz. If you don't know what you need, incorporate a clear quartz and it will become that for you. Whatever you need, it's there and it'll do that.
Silverback says that's his new tattoo. The last thing, I picked a card just for anybody who wanted a message, anyone who was asking for a message that didn't say so. And so the card that I picked was Have Confidence.
I love that.
And that seems to wrap things up pretty nicely. Oh, did you want to talk about Zedekiel really quick?
Oh, yeah. So Zedekiel, Angelica she gave us a message that she channeled from him. And I was just looking into Jupiter last night, and he's the angel of Jupiter. And I was picking crystals for today. And I picked, and I think it was the Chalcedony that I was playing with. And this is a crystal of his. It's Chalcedony. He is the righteousness of God. He is air. He works within the violet flame of transmutation. So he is change. He's transformation. He's mercy and forgiveness. And I just think right now if you are looking to heal and transform, he's a great one to call in. And I've been playing with him for a little while now, and I love the way his energy feels. And he's blue kyanite too. He's that transmutation, that violet flame.
Beautiful. Yeah. And he reminds me of Jesus too. I picture him with sandals on. Okay, so the last card that popped out was Have Confidence. And this card is a message from your angels saying, you can do it. Trust that you have all the ingredients it takes to complete the mission that's before you. Although you may not completely understand how you'll fulfill this task, have faith that you'll be continually guided. The more you can depersonalize this mission and know that it's not about you, the better. Don't listen to the voice that asks, who, me? You are utterly worthy, since you're a perfect daughter or son of the Creator, and the angels surround you every step of the way.
I love that.
And I hope everyone that didn't get a message can resonate with that message.
And with that, I want to say labradorite. With that, labradorite says, see the magic. And something I've been playing with, a little phrase, is make your own magic. And I think that card kind of says that, I'm
just going to answer really quick. Moldavite, I think that was connecting to Metatron, and I would say so because I have a strong alien connection, and he's one of my faves. So I would say, yes, probably Ezekiel's connected to St. Michael. I'm not exactly sure with that one, but I'm sure that you're right because I know you're Michael. And the Beatles.
Oh, I love
the love you gave was meant for you. And that reminds me of, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
That's the line that I thought of when you read that.
Yeah. And of course it was all meant for you. And so hopefully your angels will remind you that they are here for you. so that you can do what it is you were always meant to do here on earth. They are here to support you. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we hope to see you in our future classes. We will talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.